Hello YouTube, my name is Kranos, and today I have some Pro Football Coach. It's an app that costs 99 cents on the App Store, and if you just love, like on Madden, if you love doing franchises and just getting a team and seeing how well your team will do, this is definitely an app you want to get. It's like 99 cents. I will make a video later on how you can get free money by doing pretty much nothing. But yeah guys, this is Pro Football Coach, and let's just start. Now, I already had one for Cleveland, but I'm just going to go ahead and overwrite it. And generate the team. Now it's random. And here you see it's not the real teams, real names of the teams, and sadly, you can only change the name of the team you pick, which is kind of disappointing. And like, if I pick New England, which is the New England Road Coach, obviously New England Patriots, there wouldn't be an amazing quarterback and halfback and receiver. Like, it wouldn't be the best team in the game, because I do believe the first team you get is actually pretty bad with every team. But I'm gonna go ahead and pick the I'm not sure who I want to pick. I guess I'll pick the Indianapolis Ponies, which I'll obviously change to the Indianapolis Coach. Now these are this is explaining how the game works. It's very easy. Like, if you do franchise on console, this would be very easy. But I did read all of this the first time, and I guess I'll just go slow, and you can pause the video if you want to read it. So just stay here for a second. You can pause if you want to read it, and then scroll down. It's right here. Scroll down. It's right here. And it's right here. Right here. And yeah, so that's it, explaining the whole roster to you. And here, let's go ahead and settings, change name. So you have the Indianapolis Ponies, it's been the Indianapolis Colts, because we all know that Indianapolis is the Colts. It used to be the Baltimore Colts, the Indianapolis Ravens, but that's beside the point. So the Indianapolis Colts, and like I said, like, we can go to the division. Here's the Jacksonville Jaguars, Jacksonville Cheetahs here. But if I go to change the name, it comes back here. So that's how that is. And here you see we have an okay roster. Like, we don't have anything too good. Oh, the linebacker Wardell Graham is actually pretty good. We might actually see some pretty good things from him. But like right here, we have an old quarterback. Don't really know how he's really gonna pan out to be in the NFL. And here's just gonna tell you how. This is all sim. You don't play any of the games. It's all simulated, which is, in my opinion, really good. Let's go look at the New York Giants roster. They have a pretty young quarterback whose overall isn't good, but with an A+ development, he'll probably end up being a pretty good quarterback and a really good young receiver there. And the Giants have some potential. Not a whole lot of it though. But yeah, then trade. Now, trade in this game is actually a lot different. You actually have to propose the trades. Like, let's go look in the roster, right? So, my receivers. Okay, so my receivers are pretty bad. So I'd come right here to Player Finder, and I would go to Wide Receiver. 80 overall. The minimum potential I want is B. And then you'll press find. Here you see, at 93 overall, the odds of them trading him is very low. So, like, I would look right here to, like, I'd be looking for a young receiver. So, like, Cincinnati or Giants receiver. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and see. He has some pretty good stats. So, let's go ahead and view New York's roster. Come to Anthony Rivas. Press on him and go to trade. Okay, so now they added him to the trade block. So while you're still on that team, you go to trade and view trade offers. And the only team that's going to show up right now is me. And here, I don't really like this trade because we're giving up my starting receiver and a first round draft pick. So what I would do, just to ensure that nobody else gets him, is I will go ahead and clear that, go back to Player Finder, and do the same thing. But like I said with Miami, they're probably not going to get rid of him. He's really good. Oh, they actually added him. Okay, like usually if there's a player like that, they don't add him. But I'm actually gonna accept this because with the offense I'm gonna run, we're gonna pass more than we run, and I can just use a mediocre um, running back, and the receivers here. It's not the best matchup. Plus, we'll save some money. So this, in my opinion, is a pretty good trade. Yeah, we're not really gonna have anything left for the draft, but that's okay if we can get a receiver like we just got. So now our running backs are pretty weak, and our receivers aren't that great. So we'll go back to Player Finder with receiver, and I'm gonna keep it at 80. And now I'll look for like an older guy, right? Like he's not old, but Denver's receiver right here. So usually for the older guys, which he isn't old, you come right here, see a 78 and a second round draft pick for next year. And I'm gonna accept that because he's a little younger, 4 years younger, worse development, worse overall, and they're paid around the same. So I'm gonna go ahead and accept that trade. And now we have some good receivers. We don't have a good running back, but I can deal with that in free agency. So now before I start, I'm gonna come to set team strategy, and my offense is going to be aggressive. Yeah. Well, wait. We'll pass through complete. Better seven. However, catch it. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. And then on defense, we're gonna do no fly zone, and that's what I like to run for my strategy. So yeah, let's go ahead and week one. And injuries do happen quite often. Like right here, you see an offensive lineman and running back gets hurt, and linemen are very useful in this game. So we're just gonna see what we can do. In the first season, we're probably not going to be able to do a lot at all. As you see, we have not won a single game. Lost to Oakland in overtime. We're starting at 0-7, which is very bad. 8-8 might get us into the playoffs, but there's no way we're going to make the playoffs with 11 losses. So we already know we haven't made it. But you know that's what happens when you first start this kind of stuff, especially in this game. All pro. So Trayvon Miller, the receiver we traded from Miami, did make it with our 3-13 team, and the linebacker I said would probably do pretty good, made it as well. So that's pretty good. Playoff picture, you know we're not gonna be in it. Division standings, we probably we came in last in our division, by quite a bit. So let's go ahead and just sim the playoffs. And Jacksonville won the Super Bowl over Chicago, so it's not too bad. Wow, our quarterback broke the record for interceptions and pass yards, and our receiver broke the record for receiving yards. So that's actually pretty good. Our players breaking records. You see, nobody retired, which is pretty good. And in the off season, we have some people we're gonna have to re-sign. I'm gonna keep him. I'm gonna let him go. I'm gonna let everybody else go. Let's go ahead and go to free agency. Now here, we need a running back. I said I was gonna handle it in free agency, and that's what I'm gonna do. So there you go. Running back looks pretty good now. Let's go look at their D line before I draft a D line. Yeah, we need a D line. I don't know why I said draft, but before I sign a defensive lineman, go ahead and get him. Let's get a good receiver. It's probably gonna retire after this year. Maybe we can go somewhere if we get the right players and play our cards right. That's all I'm gonna do here. As always, our best pick is a third-round draft pick. So let's go ahead, look at the team. We need 2 starting running backs. So I'm highly leaning towards just going ahead and picking up a running back, even though our D-line could use it, and so could our linebackers. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up a running back. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up E-Day, or I want a faster guy. There's no fast guys in the third round. Wow. I'm pressing. Wow. Okay, so it looks like the C plus is really gonna be the best we can get. So go ahead, sign him. We need some help at linebacker, but probably nothing. Nothing that's left can really help us. Let's go ahead and sign him, and then let's just simulate the rest of the draft with nothing good left. So an 85 overall defensive lineman was picked with our pick, so we could have actually gotten a really good defensive lineman to start out with, as Miami gets a really good defensive lineman, and then Miami also gets a decent center with our pick. And let's go see what we did. We obviously signed the running back and the linebacker. Let's see, what else did we do? What did it assume? So we got a 67 overall offensive lineman and a 66 defensive lineman. Oh yeah, there's one more. 72 wide receiver. Ooh, that's actually a pretty good pick for round 7. Wow. Go ahead and advance to the regular season. We are ranked with the number 1 offensive talent, but 28th with defensive, so not really the best. But our quarterback broke the record with interceptions last year, and I feel like that's probably the reason we didn't do so well. So I'm going to try to get Denver's quarterback. He's young and he's better than who we have. So let's go ahead. And we're offering our running back, our quarterback, and first and a third. I'm going to accept this. Okay. We don't have a running back again, but we have a quarterback. And now, let's go ahead and go to running back. And I'm just going to put a 70 overall, right? Come down here. So I'm going to come right here to Green Bay's running back, who has pretty good stats. I see his right. Wait, is that him? Yeah, that's him. So go ahead and add him, and now we're offering a center. No, we're offering a running back and a first for next year. I don't like the first for next year, but whatever. Let's just go ahead and accept, because you can't really change the picks you offer. So now, good quarterback. Our first receivers are pretty good. Okay line. Oh wait, his name is Haha Hernandez. Haha Hernandez. That's an odd name. So let's just go ahead, see him and see what we do. So we're gonna go ahead and beat Houston by a pretty good margin, and then lose to New York. But here we're off to a really good start at 5-2, 6-2. So injuries are really killing us right now. But we are gonna make the playoffs at 11-5. So Trayvon Miller actually got MVP with our quarterback coming in second right behind him. That's actually very good. Wow. All pro. Of course, Trayvon Miller made it. He won MVP. I'm looking for a quarterback. No, our quarterback didn't make it, but the linebacker made it as well. So it's a really good playoff. We came in first in the American Conference, which is not bad. But look at Cleveland. The Cleveland Browns went 11-5, guys. That's insane. Let's go to the division. Let's see how much we won our division by. So Tennessee was 9-7. So that's not really that good. But you see Cleveland. Wow, like what in New York? You see New England went 5-11. So it just proves how much it differs from real life. But, we get a first round bye. So in the second round, okay, we won. We beat Tennessee. Our third string wide receiver got hurt, and our kicker been having a lot of problems out of our kicker. But Jerry knows he's going to get the starting spot, and Brian Bennett at kicker. Go ahead and play the conference championship, and we're going to lose to Cincinnati. Wow. And our two best offensive linemen were out that week. That kind of sucks. And then Cincinnati's going to win the Super Bowl. But wow. Okay. Our quarterback broke the record with passing touchdowns with 48. He broke the record for team points per game with 27, or we did. Our quarterback broke the record for pass yards with over 6 ran. Our receiver broke the record for receiving yards again. He also broke the record for catch percentage with 68. He also broke the record for pass receiving touchdowns again with 29. And we broke the record for team yards per game with 436. And our quarterback broke the record for completion percent with 65. Wow. League history. League records. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 records held by us. Team points per game, yards per game, pass yards, pass touchdowns, interceptions. We traded him though. Completion percentage, receiving yards, receiving touchdowns, catch percent. That's insane. That is insane. Oh, our quarterback does not get 25 picks. That would be pretty bad. But wow. That's amazing. Like I said, Graham was going to retire after that year. So we basically signed him to a 1-year deal. You can tell it's like a 4-year deal. But whatever. So go ahead and sign everybody over an 80 overall. And Armstrong. I guess I'll sign him since he went up. And Hamilton, this guy injured way too much. Our linebackers need some help. He's young and he's good. That's a very good pickup. We need a running back after losing ours last year. O-line still needs some help. Let's go ahead and sign some linemen. Corners need some help. We need a backup receiver. And I do believe he played for us, didn't he? Wait, did he? No, he only played for Carolina. But they did not re-sign him, and I'm not going to sign him to a $5 million deal. He's not that good. Let's go ahead and sign this running back. Eliminate our need for running backs. I guess I'll sign Newton. Oakland cut him. Whatever, I guess I'll just draft him. Let's get an older guy here. We need a kicker. Usually there's good kickers in the draft, though. Let's go ahead to the draft. And yeah. Yay. That's all I gotta say. Let's go ahead and sign him. And a kicker. This is pretty bad, and let's just sit in the rest of the draft. I don't even want to look. But we have the number 1 offense and 3rd defense. Linebackers are looking sick with 96, Javon Rivera, and 92, Wardell Graham. D-line's pretty bad. Corner's pretty bad. Safety, okay. Kicker, pretty bad. O-line's decent. Receivers are pretty good, especially 98 overall. Trayvon Miller. Quarterback's good. Running back's good. Actually, we got some pretty good running backs. Let's go ahead and let's to Houston. But then we're going to kill New York and lose to Cleveland. And wow, our record's probably going to look like a candy cane. Yup, it's starting to get that candy cane look. Oh, the win streak. Can we not lose another game before the end of the season? And we do. And Trayvon Miller 2 years in a row. That is insane. And our quarterback is backing up again. So our quarterback just cannot get MVP over him. But our quarterback does get #1 All-Pro. Our receiver does get #4. And Javon Rivera is down there as well. In the playoffs, we obviously made it, but not at the top of the American Conference, as Miami only loses 2 games. Holy moly. And Cleveland's still doing great. It's going to be hard to make the Super Bowl. It's going to be even harder to win it. As you see, Jacksonville, who are going to have to play in the conference with their 11-5 record. Oh, wow. We didn't even get a bye at 11-5. And we get an injury, but here we go. To go by the 14-2 Miami Pitbulls. Because they beat the Jets. And we lost. I knew we were going to lose. That was a given. As Dallas is going to beat Cleveland Super Bowl. But look, more records. Wow. Wow, guys. The records insane. But I guess that'll be the end of this video, guys. We were unable to make it any farther than the conference division both years, which is kind of disappointing. But you know, that happens. I'll get through with the free agency and draft, and that will be about it. We're obviously gonna sign these guys back and go ahead. Go to free agency. So we have 3 good quarterbacks just sitting here, and I'm not gonna get any of them because we need a D lineman. Let's get one there. Cornerbacks are struggling. Let's get one there. D line still not that great. Let's get another one.